Okay, new car. We've been working on this for a long time. 3 years, maybe. Typical ice racer. Rusty, holes, cheap. So, budget's low. We need to fix it. So, typical Subaru. No rear fenders. Rocker panels right of it. So I've put fabricated rocker panels, and there was other few holes in here. Those are all replaced now to make sure that this is solid in case of a side impact. Fenders were gone. So we've been doing body work for the last while. Trunk had some issues. Driver's floor from wet carpet. Passenger floor is fine. Driver's floor, you can see the different color of paint. I've got new panels all through there from the mat being wet and muddy boots and whatever that it was bad. The rest of the car is not too bad though. All up front. Frame rails are all in good shape. Rad cradle still good. Which is another spot, but obviously right now there's no engine. Needed head gaskets, so that's at somebody else's place got tore apart. The heads have been done and they're back there, and we need to assemble that yet, and then we can put it back in the car. Got a new clutch and throwout bearing. So when we put that back in, and so right now we're working on brakes. So got this rear done. Yes, everything is done here. It's ready to go. New caliper or new rotor pads. Everything was rusty because it's been sitting for so long. This one, I've got the new rotor on it, but the caliper is tucked back in there at the moment. Can't see it, but the bleeder screw broke off of it. Typical Subaru in this vintage brake line issue. I'm going to show you that. If you have one of these older Subarus, this is a 2001, but late 90s, early 2000s, I'm not even sure what year up to, but they all, brake lines go just where they go through the floor down here. Out of the way. Junk that came in the car. Anyhow, just underneath there. So they got spliced. Another spliced underneath, just a chunk of line in there. So the rears need to be bled. That side of the bleeder screw broke, so gotta get a caliper. So we'll order that up from our good friends at Rock Auto. And right now we're working on front brakes. So making sure that bleeder screws work here, and they do, and cleaning them up. So where's my gloves here? If you're going to ice race, unlike a lot of other sports or other motorsports, you need to clean these. These can't be sticky at all. If the lack of friction on ice, the brakes will not return. So what you can do, or what I do with a lot of these, is the tab on the brake pad, put that in the grinder, Grind a little bit off of the sides and the top, and make these loose when they go in here. You don't want them to be tight. If they're tight, they'll stick, and you'll have nothing but issues with it. They need to be, you need to almost be able to throw those in there from halfway across the room. Nice and loose. You don't usually do that because they'll chatter, but in this case we're not worried about it, and they need to be nice and loose so they return on their own with no issues. So that's what we're working on right now, is all 4 brakes, getting them lubed up, grinding the tabs on the pads, making sure they're nice and loose, getting our brakes all functioning. The other thing you can do with these, most of them anyhow, if you can, let's see, is my light, is the stabilizer, front stabilizer. Remove it. This car, well, just like my other one, I'm just going to take that dog bone out. Just take this part out here, and then I'll put a piece of wire on here and wire it up so it doesn't fall down, and just disable the front sway bar. Normal racing, you don't do that. Ice racing helps keep your front flat tire so you can get better traction. There's not enough body roll, because you don't have enough traction in order to get the body to roll. So anyhow, that's where we're at right now. It's a bit of a mess in here, obviously, but we've got the airbags are out, interior stripped, bodywork's done. We just need to get the engine back in and make sure everything's good there, and then we can finish our brakes, and we'll be getting closer. Then we have to start into some more stuff that we need to do to be legal. We're going to need another brake light. I'll have to mount it back in here on the speaker deck inside someplace, so that hopefully you can see it underneath the wing, and a rear-facing amber light. So now it can be white now. We've changed the rules because these are awfully tough to get now, but you used to be able to buy these fairly cheap. There's my extra brake light there. But these lights here used to be pretty cheap, and I got one of these in my other race car, and just mount it to the ceiling or something and face it backwards so that people can see in the snow dust. And number. My number sign is set up for 4 bolts coming through the roof, so we need to get those holes drilled to get those bolts in the roof so I can put the number sign on, and then we'll be getting closer. We have to do some tire studding. All these holes need studs, and then we can mount them on those aluminum rims that I have rubber tires. If you run the rubber class, you tractionize them up, cut them up a little bit, get them rough. So I'm going to take those rubber tires off, put these tires on, stud them up, and we'll be getting closer to getting ready to go racing. So this is the new car. The other car is ready to be a backup in case this motor gives us issues. Well, we do have a spare one there, but we're going to hope this one runs, and run the other one maybe in second driver, so we can take passengers in it, because it still has a passenger seat. This one, as you can see, does not. But we're going to keep the gray one too for a backup, just in case. These 2.5s are not known to be as reliable as the old 2.2 that's in my other one. So hopefully, with any luck, we can keep plugging away, getting this one ready. Be nice to try this new car out, see how it goes. Anyhow, that's your update on the new Ice Racer. So, we still got lights to remove, and I still got to cover these lights in. I got everything else. I got everything else removed out of those. Still more work to do, but anyhow, we'll get her done. Catch you up next time.